Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about what causes addiction and how to overcome addiction. Most people around the world suffer from some sort of addiction, and this has become one big psychological problem for many people around the world. There are various levels of addictions. Some addictions are very obvious, which could cause negative impact on your finance or on your health. For example, drug addiction, gambling addiction, drinking or smoking addiction, food addiction. These are very obvious addictions. Some of these addictions will make you lose lots of money, and some other addictions will ruin your health. While these obvious addictions have extreme side effects on your money or on your physical health, but there are some other addictions that are very subtle, and most of you don't even recognize those habits as addictions. But those subtle addictions could affect you negatively as well. For example, you could be addicted to playing video games and you don't even recognize for many months that you are just addicted to it. You could be addicted to watching TV and you are probably wasting 4 to 5 hours every day watching TV shows that are not even good shows. And you probably don't even realize year after year that you are addicted to watching TV. You could be addicted to internet and Facebook, and you are probably spending many hours every day on internet and Facebook or other social media apps. Because these addictions are very subtle, most people don't even realize that they are addicted to playing video games or watching TV or internet or Facebook. So it takes many months for people to recognize any subtle addiction, because subtle addictions look like normal activities at first. Then after many months, you might realize that you are just addicted to it. It's not normal to play video games or watch TV or use Facebook for 5 to 6 hours every day. These subtle addictions can have tremendous negative impact on your life if you don't stop it at an early stage. Obviously, the obvious addictions like drugs, alcohol, smoking, gambling, junk food, these addictions have obvious impact on your health and on your finances. But subtle addictions like video games or TV or internet may not have immediate negative impacts on your health or finance, but these can actually have very bad impact in the long term. For example, these subtle addictions can make you lose track of your time every day, and you lose track of your personal goals, and you become lazy to the point where it starts to impact on your health or it starts to impact on your daily work. Eventually, you get stagnant in average, mediocre life. This could lead to despair and disappointment, and eventually you will hate yourself for lack of success because you just wasted thousands of hours in meaningless activities. So subtle addictions are as bad as obvious addictions. So yes, there are different types of addictions and different levels of addictions. Regardless of whether it is a subtle addiction or an obvious addiction, if you can identify the addiction at an early stage, then you can easily prevent yourself from getting stuck with it. So, how do you stop addiction at an early stage or prevent any addiction from starting? Please pay close attention right now. I'm going to tell you a very important thing here. Any addiction is a byproduct or a side effect of the main problem that you have. Do you know what that is? That main problem could be your mental stress or anxiety or too much worrying about everything, or it could be your emptiness. So when you go through mental stress, or when you worry too much about everything, or when you have emptiness deep inside, you basically lack inner blissfulness and you feel the need for an escape mechanism. And that escape mechanism is your addiction. If you did not have the need for any mental escape mechanism, you would not be addicted to anything. You would be blissful with yourself. So that means you can avoid addiction if you can prevent mental stress, or if you can stop worrying about everything, or if you can fill up the emptiness you have. So where does this mental stress come from? When you have the habit of thinking too many unnecessary things every moment, in that situation, your thoughts are chaotic. Your mind is jumping from one thought to another thought all the time. And that's causing you to worry about everything in your life more and more. And then you get stressed mentally. So how do you stop worrying about everything? Can you sit down for 5 minutes and try not to think? Can you do that? No, you can't. It's really hard. If you sit down right now and try to stop thinking completely, actually more thoughts and worry will come to you. It happens more or less to everyone. For some people, when this happens too much, they develop subtle chronic anxiety and they worry all the time about everything in this world. Not only they worry about their own life, they worry about too many things in the world. And they are frustrated about things around them all the time. That's when they feel the need to find an escape mechanism. And that need for escape leads to all kinds of addictions like alcohol, tobacco, junk food, drugs, gambling, video games, TV, internet, etc. So your habit of worrying too much leads to anxiety or frustration regarding your surrounding situations, which leads to your desire for an escape mechanism. And that need for escape initiates the addiction. Same thing applies for emptiness. If you do not have inner blissfulness, you will be empty inside and you will always look for an escape mechanism all the time, which will lead to various types of addictions. So how do you get rid of your habit of worrying or constant frustration? How can you find inner blissfulness? How can you calm your mind? That should be the main focus. If you can get rid of your bad habit of worrying all the time, or if you can calm your mind, then you will not have any addictions. So, what activities can you do to calm your mind and find inner blissfulness? You can do meditation, you can do yoga, you can do some physical exercises and get into some new sports. Let's say that you are meditating every day, maybe in the morning or at night. Then during the daytime, you do some physical exercises, like maybe go to the gym or participate in some sports, like play tennis or bicycling or swimming. Then you will be able to calm your body and mind. As a result, your worrying or frustration will reduce significantly. And that will make you more blissful, and eventually you will slowly be able to get rid of your addictions. So you need to meditate to calm your mind, and also you need some other new activities or hobbies to replace the addiction. For example, you can start learning something new which will occupy your mind, and that will also help you get rid of your addiction fast. For example, you can start learning some musical instruments or painting or any other activities that you think you would enjoy. So finding a better way to spend your time is very important in avoiding addictions. So it has to be a combination of meditation and some other good hobbies or good activities. Then you can definitely stop addiction. I can give you an example from my own experience. There was a time a few years back, I used to love to play chess. I would go online and play chess with other players. Very soon I realized that I was playing chess for like 4 to 5 hours every day. Within a month, I realized I was just addicted to playing chess. It was not just a fun thing for time pass, I was addicted to it. I was not improving my skills, I was just playing 4 to 5 hours non-stop every day. So I made a conscious effort and I gave up chess. Then later on, I found myself indulging into watching Netflix shows for those 4 to 5 hours every day, which I freed up from playing chess. So basically, I traded one bad habit for another. So you've got to pay attention to that so that you don't trade one bad habit for another. Be careful about that. You can trade one bad habit and replace with some good habits. Let's say that you have the bad habit of watching TV for 4 to 5 hours every day. And when you give up that bad habit, you need to invest that time into something productive, like meditating or going to the gym, working out, practicing music or painting or reading books or getting into some new adventures. There are so many things you can do to improve your mental and physical health. So you need to make a conscious effort about it. If you want to get rid of one addiction, ask yourself what could be a positive activity that you can add in order to replace your addiction. Because if you don't add a positive activity to replace your addiction, you'll end up replacing one addiction with another new addiction. So remember, you have to replace that bad addiction with a new positive activity. So I hope I was able to explain you clearly. I sincerely hope you recognize your addictions and you are able to overcome your addictions and then make your life better. I hope you found this video beneficial. Please click the like button and feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with my new contents every week.